You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Perfect.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We back, baby, fresh off of vacation, and we are back to give you more of that What the Wrestling Monday Night Raw review. It is a beautiful thing. Fear not, your fearless leader has returned. But before all of that, check out my socials. That's right. Follow me, RJD, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD_199 on Instagram, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Yes, I missed you too. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. It's I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. Once again, I am your host, RJD, back off of vacation, in fresh need of a haircut and in fresh need of dropping 20 pounds. But it's all good. We ain't gonna get mad at it. We just gonna get to work. So, as always, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, What the Wrestling. Follow me on all social media platforms. HBO, you know what that means? Help a brother out. Shout out to the Poor Man's Podcast. Help a brother out. Hit the like button. Push me up in the algo. Pump it up. Like y'all was pumping up Bitcoin like 6 months ago when it hit 60,000. Come on now. Push your brother up. Now, as with all things, we're going to get into the Monday Night Raw review, and I will bounce around. But first, let's talk about Bianca Belair and Io Sky. They had themselves a good old-fashioned match. Former NXT vet here. Bianca Belair did get the win with the KOD. But I like the fact that Bianca Belair had to go through all of Damage Control in order to get to the final boss, which is Bayley. And Bayley challenged her to a good old-fashioned ladder match at Extreme Rules. Should be great. Now, with that being said, this whole Monday Night Raw started off with Bianca Belair and friends. And then Io and friends, Damage Control, came out. They had themselves an argument, which led to a match. The match was made for Extreme Rules, and then Bianca and Io ended up having their fight. KOD here, this was great. Nothing wrong with this. After the match, they tried to beat them down again, but Bayley, Asuka, and friends were not having that. So I'm looking forward to this. Bianca Belair and Bayley. We should have Becky Lynch coming back soon as a babyface to take. And being that she left and came back, the crowd is going to be even more receptive to her after Triple H turned her babyface, which she should have been the whole time. So, really looking forward to this. This is good stuff here. So, our main event of this evening was Matt Riddle versus Damien Priest. They beat the holy hell out of each other, and Matt Riddle got the win with a saddle roll-up. Now, first things first.
Stop it. Get some help.
Can Judgment Day buy a W? I mean, goddamn, they lose a lot. I like what they're doing. They're telling a story. They got Dominic. They got Rhea Ripley. Can't wait for her to start branching off and trying to get a title. Maybe they want to save that, so they don't want to give it to her just yet, because Judgment Day hasn't been winning. So for her to be the only one with a title and they just keep losing sucks. But it's like, I don't, they lose a lot. And the problem with them losing a lot is it's hard to take them serious. Even with all the good stuff they're doing, it's like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
they lose. And when they win, it's like, oh my God, they got to win. So I think this is craziness. They gotta find a way to get Judgment Day some notable wins so they could be more credible. They got a boatload of talent in the group, and I like what they're actually using the group. It's a little bit less of a joke. You know, they got the AJ Styles stuff, they got the Edge stuff still. So they need to get them some credible wins so we can actually believe that Judgment Day is gonna be something. So that's my only critique. Matt Riddle, Damien Priest had a hell of a match. There was a lot of interference in this match, but in the end, Matt Riddle gets the win. They ended up beating him down. Edge comes down. He comes down, spears Damien, spears Finn. While they hightail it out of there, Edge is like, listen, y'all gonna fight me, and I always come back. No matter what happens, I always come back. And there is an I Quit match that has been set up for Finn Balor and Edge. This looks interesting. Not gonna lie, I think Judgment Day needs the win bad. So I probably will have Judgment Day win this match, but that's just me. But Extreme Rules is looking like it's set up, at least with 2 good matches so far. So let's see where else they go with it. So Seth Rollins fought Rey Mysterio, and this was a very good match. This was another long match. They gave this match a lot of time. Now, Rey Mysterio is who he is. Seth Rollins is who he is. And you almost forget that these guys fought over like an eye match, which was kind of cringe, but you forgot about how good they were when they actually allowed to go out there and go wrestle. And it's like, wow, I forgot these guys were great.
Stop it. Get some help.
So Seth Rollins gets the win. He, because of Dominic Mysterio coming out and interfering, basically begging his father to hit him with the chair. His father would not do it. His father was like, nope, not gonna hit my own son with the chair. I think Rhea Ripley pushed him into the goal. I was about to say the goal post.
You stupid.
Rhea Ripley pushed him into the post and then threw him back in for Seth to hit the stomp and then choke him out, and he passed out, so he loses via submission. Good stuff here. Further moving along, the message to Riddle saying that I could do more than just stomp you out. I can choke you out as well. I like it. And I hope they keep the ball rolling. Moving on. Kevin Owens, everybody. He got the hometown pop, being that they were up in Canada. Him and Johnny Wrestling fought the Alpha Academy. And Johnny Wrestling gets the win here with the one final beat. Say goodnight.
Nope.
And Kevin Owens flew off of the railing onto a table with Otis on it and put his elbow through Otis and basically told him,
Get the fuck out of here!
So Gargano gets the win. And even though Theory came out for interference to get revenge on Gargano, Gargano still beat them up and still won the match with the one final beat, overcoming the odds. I like this. Good stuff. Finn Balor once again tried to make a pitch for AJ Styles to join Judgment Day before the final match of the evening with Damien Priest. AJ Styles was out there. Finn Balor basically told AJ Styles backstage, I'm your friend. From one friend to another, come join us. And after AJ Styles had his match versus Sammy Zayn, which I will get to a little later, they stood in the ring and it was like, listen, too sweet me, baby. And he was like, I'm not too sweet and nothing. So everybody got mad. Everybody was like, So they beat up AJ. They beat him up, and then they were going to Pillmanize his neck. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what Pillmanize is. They put the chair around his neck. They were going to Pillmanize him. And basically, that was all she wrote. He said, I'm not going to do it because you're my friend. And even the crowd said, you won't do it. So the crowd was on to him, but he was like, I'm not going to do it because you're my friend. And that's not what friends do to each other. So is AJ going to join? Or is AJ not going to join? That is the question. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Omos squashed another two jobbers. Basically,
Stupid.
told them to get up out of here.
Oh, yeah.
And that was all she wrote. The Miz hired a security team, and that team was taken out one by one while Dexter Lumis, dressed like an Edmonton Oilers statue, attacked The Miz with a hockey stick before choking him out silly.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
This is starting to get a little bit repetitive. I like what they're doing, but I want to see something else besides Dexter Lumis being creepy. They need to further this storyline next week, because we've seen they're already the same thing for a couple of weeks. Let's push it along. Let's move this forward. So that was great. We had a Candice LeRae sighting. Wait, what?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
No, I do not have the answers as to why Candice LeRae was there. All I know is she's back, baby. And she is on Monday Night Raw, and she had herself a good old fight with Nikki ASH. Candice LeRae looks to be in phenomenal shape, fresh off of having a whole baby come out of her. So shout out to Candice LeRae. Let's give her all the praise.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Where did we find Candice LeRae? I don't know, but we found her, and she's on Monday Night Raw. And if you don't know who Candice is, Candice can work. She can work. She can work. Great worker, great character. All this does is further deepen the Raw Women's Division roster. That's all it does. So I would expect them to add somebody to SmackDown as well, because SmackDown could use the help in more ways than one. So Candice LeRae beat Nikki ASH with the Avalanche swinging neckbreaker. Afterwards, Nikki ASH was, I believe, to be very distraught after this match, after taking the L. This match didn't get a lot of time, got a couple minutes, but it didn't need a lot of time. It was a good debut. I'm glad to see Candice back, the wife of Johnny Wrestling. And I hope Nikki ASH drops this whole superhero bullshit and she goes to something that we like Nikki Cross, or maybe it makes her unhinged and she goes crazy again. I don't know, but I like Nikki Cross. She was a fascinating, compelling, crazy character. And now she's in the best shape of her life. She can bring that character back. We all would love her. Shit, you can even give her a nice push. I don't know. But good to see Candice LeRae back. Good to see Nikki ASH might be dropping the ASH. Then we have Sammy Zayn versus AJ Styles.
Just bring it, bitch.
This was one hell of a match. It makes you forget about how good AJ and Sammy Zayn really are. AJ Styles is really good. Sammy Zayn is really good. And one of these days, Sammy Zayn is going to get Jey Uso to laugh on camera. He's going to pull him out of character. Because on SmackDown, a couple of weeks ago, he says something AF. And Jey almost smiled. He almost got him. I think Sammy Zayn each week is telling Jey, listen, I'm going to get you to break character today, bro. Because he almost smiled during that, when he got the honorary Oos shirt on SmackDown, which he was wearing to this show on Monday Night Raw. And they had themselves a good old-fashioned match. He came out with Solo Sikoa. The end came when AJ Styles got hit with a huge Uranage on the ring apron by Solo Sikoa while the ref's back was turned, and then he got haluva kicked for his troubles. And that was all she wrote. So, Sammy Zayn gets a much-needed win. We recognize how good Sammy is. AJ Styles then was setting up with Judgment Day, and that whole Judgment Day segment happened. So, we're going to see what happens. You know, Judgment Day then beat down AJ Styles after because he refused to Too Sweet Finn Balor, as I mentioned. So, that was basically one of the last things that we saw on the show. And the only other thing that I could say is they're giving away a lot of White Rabbit, Bray Wyatt teases. I know last week they had a QR code, and if you scanned it, it took you somewhere. It played some music, and it had 923. So a lot of people thought Bray was coming out 923. He did not obviously come out. So it looks like they're setting up Bray Wyatt for Extreme Rules to be a surprise. If they do, it would be awesome.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
So I would totally be down for Bray Wyatt coming back. I don't even care if they put the Wyatt family back together. Rest in peace to Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna go that route. I think, you know, without Luke, you don't want to be insensitive about stuff like that. So I don't think they're gonna do that. But it would be awesome for them just to bring him back and for them to make moves with him and do something with Bray and have him have a proper run in Triple H's eyes, and him and Triple H could come up with crazy ideas and funnel them and filter them into something that is going to be magical TV for us, the fans. So,
Stop the cap.
not coming back yet. Hopefully he comes back for Extreme Rules. I will be looking forward to it. I sincerely hope so. Time will tell. But there's been more teasers of him recently. So just to clarify some things, Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo are not WWE bound. Malachi Black should be back soon with AEW. He just wanted to take a couple of months off. So him going to WWE rumors have been debunked. And Buddy Matthews, who also looked like he was going to be taking some time away or leaving AEW, is not leaving AEW either. So he will be back after presumably a couple of months. And the House of Black is now down to Brody King. How the mighty have fallen. Not gonna lie, they kind of messed up this whole House of Black. They should be way more ahead than they are.
How dare you?
Now you got one person taking time off, you got another person taking time off, and Brody King is all by himself. And both of those guys, it seemed like, was just like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
haven't seen Andrade, they haven't really done anything with him. It's like, there comes a point in time where these guys are going to get frustrated again because they're not being used. Where the hell is Miro? Haven't seen him either.
Stop it. Get some help.
We know the roster is overblown. We know the roster has a lot of holes because of just the sheer amount of talent. They can't push everybody at once. But they need to figure this out, and TK needs to get a handle on this. So we will see what happens. As for me, I'm out of here. I'm about to go hit the gym and get my ish done for the rest of the evening. All you good people, be safe. Look at my socials, enjoy them. If you didn't hit the like button yet,
How dare you?
hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. RJD here. Check us out tomorrow with the NXT review. Love you guys. I am out. Be safe. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.